Hey, welcome back to the Barbershop Mental Initiative Podcast. I'm your host, Fred Yakey, and this is the Barbershop. Today we got a special guest here. We have one of the students, one of the leaders here at Providence, Cristo High School, and I'm going to be asking him some very important questions. But as always, Javion, I open up with a little monologue. Javion, I've been knowing this young brother since he was about 3 or 4, maybe 2. Maybe when he was born. I don't know, but I've been knowing him the whole time. And I think you would appreciate this. I think when I think of Javion, I think of our relationship, and I think of mentorship. I think of a seed that is something you grab in hopes of it blooming to what it looks like on the package. But in the seed, small as it is, if planted in the right soil, can produce many more seeds and fruits that everyone can enjoy. And I think of mentorship as planting seeds, and these seeds have to be planted in the right soil. And I'm glad to know this young man, Javion, who was planting in great seed. His mother, his grandfather, his grandmother, his community has done a great job, and I'm happy to know him first at the church serving as his youth leader. Javion, welcome to the Barbershop Mentor Initiative.
Thanks for having me.
All right. So listen, man, I'm gonna start up here. Tell us a little bit about who you are.
Okay, well, as you said earlier, I'm still in high school, just like any other kid, but also being in school, I've always wanted to be involved in things, and I feel like being here at Providence Cristo has allowed me to do that. And also being involved in things outside of school, just having my own things that I like to do, working, and then just being outside doing things.
Okay.
I feel like that's me as a whole, is wanting to be the best person I can be and doing it in various aspects of the world.
Now, how old are you, and what is your classification in school?
Yeah, I'm 17 years old. I'm a senior this year.
Wow.
I'll be graduating class of 25.
25 sounds so long away. I can't believe it. I came out in 2001. You saying 25? Okay, finish up, man.
Yeah, and a couple of things that I'm involved in school. I was in student council. I have stepped down from that this year, but I'm still in the National Honor Society.
Good.
Doing various sports. So I'm in basketball, and I will be doing track and baseball this upcoming spring. And then just full-time student.
That's good.
Student, yeah.
Okay, so you're here at Providence Cristo High School. You play sports. You're involved in some activities. Tell us a little bit why you have Indianapolis Zoo on your shirt. Tell us a little bit about what that means.
Yeah, so if the viewers don't know yet, our school at Providence Cristo, we have a corporate work study program, and where each student goes out to different jobs and works for one day out of the week. And mine is at the Indianapolis Zoo, and I've been blessed to work there for the past 3.5, 4 years to get some good experience, some good work.
Okay. So while you come to school, you have a job. So one day a week you there. Did you start you said 3 years, so you were a senior. So you started when you was a freshman, eh?
Started when I was a freshman.
All right, so tell us about it. What are the jobs that you're doing at the zoo?
Okay, so yeah, that's a great question. So I've done various things at the zoo. So I started out working with birds.
Okay.
Working with macaws, the screaming macaws.
When I think of macaws, I think of, what's that cartoon?
Rio.
Rio!
Yep.
Yeah. I got kids, so yeah, Rio. Good movie, check it out.
Yeah. Worked with birds. You have to literally wear noise cancellation headphones because you're in the building with them. They're screaming all day.
Wow.
But that was really fun. I've got to learn that each animal has their own personality.
Really?
Yep. Each bird has their own personality. And then I also got to work a couple of summers. I worked with elephants, I worked with orangutans, and also got to work with some penguins, and got to shadow some different places.
Man, that's interesting, man. I'm sure you have friends, and some of your friends may not go to a school like Cristo, right? Have you had a chance to reflect already, as you a senior, how your high school experience has been different than those who may not have had the experiences that you've had by having an internship, by having experiences to work in the summer? What are some of those differences that you have noticed, or what can you encourage others who may not be a senior yet, but they're looking for experiences like that? What type of experience can you share about what has made the difference between those that have in a school like yours and those who aren't?
Yeah, so funny thing, whenever I'm like texting any of the friends that I went to middle school with and that they don't go to school here, and I'm telling them that I'm at work, they're like, "Don't you have school?" And it's like, yeah, but this is through my school. That's just a funny thing that always happens. But I always let them know what I'm doing, and they're also like, "Man, I wish I had something like that." And yeah, I just feel like being in these workplaces. Even when I was working with animals, now I'm not anymore. I'm working with the conservation team at the zoo. You gain a sense of professionalism. You gain a sense of just different people, learning different cultures and different people may go about things. It's just small, like soft skills, even hard skills as well. You learn just different workplace applications. So you work.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. You do a lot of like software stuff. You also learn how to do any like just task efficiently and then within the time that you need to get it done. So you get a lot of like that workplace experience is really important.
Absolutely.
Especially getting that from when you're 14
Yeah.
instead of when you're maybe getting an internship in college, or if you're just getting a job right out of college,
Yeah.
you're already behind. So you're being able to be here, you're way ahead.
That's
People
good.
Get that experience.
Man, this is interesting, man, having a conversation with you and just kind of thinking about your experiences, how that already kind of set you apart. So you're a senior.
Yeah.
What's next for you?
Of course, I'm going to go on to college. I have a couple in mind. Praying to God. This is a lot. This is a very stressful time.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then this is going to be stressful. Then so like there's multiple steps. Applying for college, that's going to be very stressful. And then you're going to be waiting on what colleges say. Then you got to make that decision. So I'm just keeping God in my life, praying as I go through this application process. And then as I get these acceptances or just hearing back from colleges, hoping that He allows me to make the right decision or tells me or leads me in that right path.
That's good. You mentioned a few times how you keeping God first and praying to God and how you keeping God in your life. Talk to me a little bit about how has that helped? It seems like it's helped stabilize you, but talk a little bit about the importance of that and how that has kept you grounded and how that also keeps you hopeful.
Yeah. Like anything that I've gotten or any like award or any opportunity that I've gotten is all from God. None of that is me. So it would be almost blasphemous to not thank God for anything that He's given me and not talk to Him when I can. And that it would be it'd be terrible if I didn't do that. So keeping Him first is always the most important thing, especially for everything that He's done for me in my life. It's grounded me because it's just a getaway from the world. God is love, God is peace, and with Him, like I feel so peaceful whenever I speak to Him. Without God, we would be nothing. We'd be crazy if we had God. Like He's what stabilizes. He's that middle ground that the world needs. That the world needs to know that He's there for everyone.
That's great. So I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yep.
Let's put you back in the mindset if you were 14 years old. I'm 13. You're coming out of 8th grade. What would you advise a young 8th grader as they're looking to go to high school? What would be some of the things that you would tell them, hey, if you want to go to high school, I will consider these things? What would you tell your 8th grade self? Maybe another 8th grader can hear.
Yeah. Surround yourself with those that want to succeed, or surround yourself with people that have similar goals to you. I feel once you get around a certain group of people that don't have, that don't know, well, you don't have to know what you want to do, but don't necessarily want to be successful or don't want to work to be successful, you'll kind of get sucked into that. Who you hang with is kind of who you're going to become almost. So that's important. And then also keeping God in your life, being God-fearing and looking towards Him whenever you need any help, or when you just need to make a decision, God will always help you. So keep God in your life, surround yourself with the right people, and just be focused in the now, because it goes so fast. I was just thinking about this the other day.
Wow. Freshman
year just felt like yesterday. Now I'm a senior, and you're about to go out into the world, be an adult. You're not going to be coddled, not going to be babied anymore. So living this time now. And freshman year is actually the most important, because that's where your ground level, that's where your basis is.
See, I never heard that. I've always heard junior year is your most important, but you said freshman year is your most important.
Yeah, that's the most important. That's the most important year, because that's where, because with the way your freshman year goes, it may be an indication of how the rest of your high school career is going to go. If you come in as a freshman and you're not trying in school, you're terrible in class, you're hanging with the wrong people. Of course, you can still change them down the line, but most of the times, however you start is a lot of times how some may finish. So if you start out well get the basis knowledge in school because academics is very important. And if you don't get the baseline level, you'll just struggle throughout high school.
That's
so
good.
once you get that down, the rest of high school will just flow and be easier to deal with.
Okay.
Yep.
If you have that one adult or multiple adults in your life, you mentioned about having the right people surrounded by you. Who will you give credit to help kind of keep you on that path? Everyone has those people in your life. When I think about that, I think of people in my life, about my older brother, my mother. But who are some of those people that have helped you along the way and kept you on the path to be where you are now?
Of course, I had to say my mother. Little backstory: my mother, she didn't go to college right out of high school, but she ended up going back and she did she got her bachelor's. She just graduated, I believe, in September 23.
That's huge, man.
Yeah, she's shown perseverance and how nothing is impossible. Like that's one big thing that she's shown me. She does it by her actions, not by what she says. Everything that she does, she shows love through her actions, not by her words. Also, just people like you and Dr. Rob, just giving these opportunities. I wouldn't have gone to the school without you. Without you showing me the school. I wouldn't be as far along in the Indianapolis Zoo without Dr. Rob, President and CEO there. So it's been a really great experience.
That's good. That's good, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. Now let me get to the real crust of this interview. I know what you're waiting for, man. And we're gonna ask these questions. This is shoot the day. I just gotta get a little bit of your personality out right now.
What's up?
So we're gonna start with basketball. You see how I cross my legs? Okay, so with basketball, there's only two people that people consider the GOAT. But yeah, you can't say nothing. Jordan or James?
Jordan James. So
Look at the camera now.
Past
Look at
couple
it.
years, yeah, I'm right there.
Okay.
Past couple years, I've been on Jordan train, of course. My whole family has raised me in that way. But now, I've been watching more basketball, more and more. Even this past Olympics, I'm starting to see the greatness of LeBron James. But
Thank you.
I'm sticking with Jordan.
Oh
I'm
my
sticking
God!
with Jordan.
What in the world? What's
sticking with
wrong with?
Jordan.
See, loyalty can be to a
sticking with
fault.
Jordan.
Everybody knows Jordan is not the greatest. LeBron James is doing things that have never been done before, and yet he gets no respect.
No, he's a great
Jordan
player.
couldn't go to.
He's a great number two.
Jordan couldn't bring a championship to another team like the Wizards. LeBron went to Cleveland, Miami, and LA and brought chips.
He didn't have
Three
to.
different. He should have, because you see, you know what? Let's just gonna switch the subject. Okay. Now, do you watch football? You a football fan?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it. Yeah.
Okay. I gotta ask you this question. Who is the greatest running back of all time?
Running back.
Yeah, you also say quarterback, didn't you?
Man,
So-
I feel like when it comes to running back, it's always like back in the day, because I feel like running back is a position that's kind of like phased out. But there's always like the, what's his name? Was Barry Sanders the Lions? Was that Lions? Barry Sanders, Walter
Look at you, man. He
Payton.
been watching Barry Sanders crazy.
Walter Payton.
Come on, YouTube.
But I'm going to give an answer that most people won't give. I like Adrian Peterson.
AP, that's respectable. That's
Yeah.
okay. You just gained some followers by saying Adrian Peterson, because I feel like he's often forgotten. He's elite.
Yeah, he
He's
won an
elite.
MVP, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I think he was the last running back.
Yeah, or he was close. I think he won one. Though.
Yeah, he did one. I think he was the last running back to win one. Did Derrick Henry win one?
No.
No, he came close, but Adrian Peterson. Okay, this is the last question you have. What colleges are you considering to go to?
Yeah, so
Tell me your top three.
Top three? Okay. I'm gonna say Howard was a really good
I love
one.
that.
Howard and
HBCU. Good.
Yep. And then some other ones. I really like Notre Dame and Georgetown.
Notre Dame, those are not bad choices, man. All right, man. Javion, I appreciate your time today, brother.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And you have success in your future. And I'm excited about what you're doing here. And in fact, I think we got a special treat with you doing some stuff on the podcast. So y'all stay tuned
Oh, yes.
to see that. Thanks for coming on, bro.
All right, thank you.
All right.